Tinchy Stryder, first of all, you've got a new album coming out before the end of the year.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the fact that people are going to listen to it for free?
I feel like I don't really, you know, when people download music for free, it's just something where you put your heart into it and you're making music. I share everything I'm going through, and to put all that effort into something, it's art to me. So for people to just download it for free, I don't agree with that. Definitely not.
They're going to get a letter.
They're going to get a letter and then a second letter and then a third letter. I don't think that's not going to change anything. I was going to say it's a start, but really, like, some people are not even aware it's illegal what they're doing, and I think a letter trying to stop piracy is not going to work.
So what do you want to see? Would you like to see people punished in some way or fined a reasonable amount of money, or what?
I wouldn't say people like I'm saying, a lot of people might not be aware it's even illegal. Some of the younger generation coming up, there's just so many options online, on the internet, and I don't think there's a way where there's a next step, maybe a fine when it's that's time to do that, but I don't think the letters are not going to work, no.
Milo, you know, it's obvious that there's not going to be a big stick.
Yeah.
Is that going to kill new music?
No, I don't think so. I mean, artists are in a really difficult position because on the one hand, they don't want to punish their fans. They don't want to punish the people who love them, who might buy tickets for their concerts. But by the same token, you know, the floodgates are now open. And there is no way that people are going to stop the flood of piracy. I can't see it killing new music. There's plenty of money around in the music industry. What the labels do need to do is concentrate their efforts on making money in other ways.
Have you ever downloaded illegally?
No, I haven't. In the course of journalism, I've tried out some of the products that are available and then gone and bought the album, but I'm probably atypical in that regard.
And Milo says it's not going to kill new music, but what if you were you starting out 10, 15 years ago?
It definitely will kill new music, because if you was like starting up and new, how are you supposed to, a lot of people say, okay, do shows and tours, but only certified artists, for example, Madonna, Coldplay, they can do that where they don't need that music out you can buy and make money from that. And you kind of need to make money to carry on making music, because, you know what I mean, like the blueprint of how it started, music is to sell.
But you heard Billy brag there, and also, for example, Radiohead tried out a new model where they, you know, said pay what you want. I mean, are you going to try and appeal to people's better nature?
As in to pay what you want? Nah, personally, I wouldn't.
So what's going to happen then?
Well, I mean, people get bored when gay men start banging on about Madonna, but I will just for a second. You know, years ago, she did something really smart, which is she, at the end of her record contract, she went with...
Hey, hang on a minute, though. Let's be quite honest, man. She was a massive star before she did that.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
She wasn't a young person starting
But what you've got to
out.
understand is the same thing, the same technology that is causing problems for piracy is also enabling new artists to surface online. So many new artists, so many people who sell millions of records were discovered on the internet too. There's a lot more grassroots artists who are propelled to stardom by fans on technological platforms than has ever been the case before. So the power of record label A&R is in decline.
Tell me,
I kind of agree that people say it needs to evolve, but I don't believe in like that doesn't make no sense, because music is kind of devaluing it if you're just making a music where you by fans. I don't think.
I should be clear. Like, I'm a content creator as well.
Okay.
Right. You know, I write, and my bread and butter is writing, and I too consider that to be art and what I create. But you know, there's a point at which you have to admit that there's just no stemming this tide.
So what's a way that can actually kind of manoeuvre the change into, for example, the subscription model? Apple, for example, said they wouldn't have any truck with streaming content till about 2 years ago with Steve Jobs.
Well, actually, it changed yesterday.
Today, they bought a content streaming company.
They did. That Steve Jobs hated streaming.
Yes.
He didn't want anything to do with streaming because Steve Jobs...
They want to buy, I should say.
Steve Jobs wanted you to have a file on your computer.
Yeah.
He believed that there was a direct relationship to, you know, paying money and having a file. And I have so much sympathy with that view. I think about... I personally like that model for all sorts of different content. But the reality is you're not going to stop it happening. And it's polite to say that, you know, and I know why you say that people don't know they're doing wrong. People do know they're doing wrong, but they do it anyway. And
majority of people, but like I'm saying, the younger generation, where it's like they might know they're doing wrong, but it's not a thing where...
Well, it's a habit they get into, all their friends do, but they know that they're doing wrong, right?
But is there an issue now because people necessarily don't want to own your content, they just want access to it? Is that good? More people should have access to it, fewer people own it?
It's a way, like you were saying, like, I guess the internet helps, because when you got up and coming artists, it helps people hear your music. So on the other hand, I guess people get their music heard, but as in what the art is, I don't believe it's just devaluing, I guess, more and more when people just feel like, okay, you can have it for free, and it's just not how it should be.
I think it's really counterintuitive, and it's very painful for those of us who create content,
really
but it does seem to be inexorable.
Thank you both very much indeed.